What if one small gesture in a crowded room could rewrite someone's entire future? In a time when swiping right often leads to ghosting or worse, stories like this remind us that real connections sometimes hide in the most unexpected places. Picture a guy who's scraped together just enough for a night out, hoping for a spark, only to face the sting of rejection that hits harder than any empty wallet. Meet Alex Harlan, a guy who's always put his kid first. With his worn-out jacket and that quiet determination, he steps into a cozy Seattle spot on a rainy evening, heart racing from nerves he hasn't felt since before life got complicated. He's not chasing glamour, just a chance to feel seen again. That $40 in his pocket? It's from skipping lunches tucked away for moments like this. The dim lights and soft chatter make the place feel welcoming, like it could hold the start of something real. But as he settles in, glancing at the door every few seconds, doubt creeps in. He's replayed their chats in his head, those easy words that made saying yes feel right. Now here he is, smoothing his shirt, telling himself it's okay to want more. Time ticks by and the door swings open again and again, but not for him. 7:00 turns to 7:20, then drags into 7:45. Each chime from his phone pulls him up short, only to deliver nothing. He fires off a quick text, fingers hovering, but the reply that lands crushes him. "Thought you knew it was a joke." "Not my scene." The words burn, turning hope into a sharp ache. Around him, folks laugh and clink glasses, oblivious to the quiet storm at his table. He sips water to steady himself, cheeks flushing with that mix of hurt and embarrassment that makes you want to vanish. But he stays put a bit longer, clinging to the idea that showing up still counts for something. Across the room, Elena Voss catches the scene unfolding. She's there, unwinding after a grueling day at her firm, her sharp suit a contrast to the casual vibe. She's built walls around her world of deadlines and deals, but something about this guy's raw patience tugs at her. She sees the way he straightens up, masking the blow, and it stirs a memory of her own brushed-off moments. Without overthinking, she signals the waiter, slipping a note to cover a meal for him. No fanfare, just a quiet push against the indifference she's seen too much of lately. When the plate arrives, steaming risotto with a side of bread, he stares, confused. "This isn't mine," he mutters, but the server insists it's handled. He scans the faces nearby, half expecting another prank, until her voice cuts through. "Sometimes the world owes us a break," Elena says, approaching with a steady gaze. No pity in her eyes, just straightforward recognition. He hesitates but nods when she asks to join. The food warms him from the inside, each bite easing the knot in his gut. They talk lightly at first, about the rain outside, the underrated joy of a good meal alone. But soon it shifts to real stuff. Her high-stakes job, his daily juggle with his daughter Lily. It's not forced. It's like they've skipped the awkward phase. Rumors swirl online about tales like this being pulled from actual events, with fans speculating that a similar encounter happened to a tech exec in Seattle back in 2024. Reports claim it started with a stood-up date amid app glitches, turning into a bond that defied odds. What we know is these moments highlight the flip side of dating woes, where genuine care cuts through the noise. Alex shares a bit about Lily's endless energy, how she pushes him to keep trying. Elena listens, her usual guard down, admitting her life feels polished but empty sometimes. By the time the plate's clear, he's not just full. He's reminded that not everyone's out to disappoint. Days later, fate nudges them again at a neighborhood market. Alex is grabbing quick groceries, Lily tugging his hand toward the candy aisle. Elena's there too, picking up coffee for another late night. Their eyes meet over the shelves, and she offers a warm hello. Lily, ever bold, chats her up about her favorite fruits. What starts as a coincidence turns into coffee at a nearby spot. They laugh over mishaps. Elena's botched presentation that went viral. Alex's kid-inspired cooking fails. It's easy, unpressured, like puzzle pieces clicking without force. Speculation abounds that stories like theirs echo real couples who met amid 2023's dating app burnout, where folks ditched swipes for organic meats. As weeks blend, Elena steps into their world more. She shows up with books for Lily after hearing about her love for stories, or offers tips on balancing work that Alex never thought to ask. One evening, when Lily's under the weather, Elena arrives with soup and a gentle touch, humming a tune that calms the room. Alex watches, moved by how naturally she fits. It's been said that these bonds form strongest in quiet crises, with whispers online about hidden inspirations from pandemic-era kindness waves. Their talks deepen about losses that shape them, dreams pushed aside. No rush, just steady growth that feels right. But challenges arise. Alex lands a shot at a better job, one that means relocating temporarily for training. He wrestles with it, fearing it'll unravel what they've built. Over a park walk, with Lily chasing leaves, he spills the news. Elena's response? Supportive, urging him to chase it. Growth doesn't mean goodbye, she says, echoing sentiments from recent debates on how modern relationships handle distance amid app fatigue. It's a test, but one that strengthens them, turning speculation into solid trust. Months pass, and Alex returns transformed, certified, confident, ready for more. At Elena's event launch for a new family-focused line, their paths cross publicly. Whispers suggest the product drew from real parent insights, much like Alex's input. In the crowd, they reconnect, her offering a symbol of commitment without drama. Back at that same spot where it started, with Lily beaming between them, it all circles back. What began with a plate becomes a shared life. Proving kindness isn't just a spark, it's the flame that lasts. In an age where dating headlines scream scams and exhaustion, this tale flips the script, showing how one unnoticed act can ignite real change. Ever had a stranger's gesture shift your path? Drop it below. I check every comment. Hit subscribe for more on these hidden gems of hope. Your support keeps them coming. Remember, in the chaos, kindness might just be the twist you never saw coming.